Let's get this sort of... It's not going to be a speedrun, but let's get this pseudo-speedrun going.
Once in a distant time and place, a great pirate sailed the oceans.
Chat.
Against the waves of villainy, she alone defended all creatures tiny and adorable. Led by her spiritual mentor, William Bloodbeard, she fought the malevolent machinations of Baron Widebeard, who was a wrong'un by all accounts. And now we join the fearsome Nelly Cootalot in the midst of a turbulent sea battle.
Chat, do you want me to skip the dialogue this time through? I'm happy to let it play out. I really don't mind. We won't be listening to Solomon's surprise song.
I have you licked, and now I'll send you to the tumultuous depths.
Nelly, stop talking to the stamps. Get back to work.
I'm sick of working on the mail ship Undeliverable. What kind of life is this for a fearsome pirate captain? But I suppose I better start cleaning. Mr. Johnson doesn't like the sorting room left messy.
Apologies for blocking the speech bubble there with my face. Extra... Oh, will it... Maybe it'll just ask. I can't remember when it asked.
The water's all funny, like it's boiling. Captain Bloodbeard!
Speak. I'm just going to let the dialogue run through unless anyone particularly doesn't want it.
Nelly Cootalot, you have failed me.
What are you on about? As if I have.
Have you forgotten your last quest?
Of course I remember. I saved all them spoonbeaks, didn't I?
Aye, but you missed a secret message written in pirate code.
Oh.
It should have led you to the treasure of the Seventh Sea, but you gave the secret to Baron Widebeard.
What's the treasure of the Seventh Sea?
It'd be a priceless treasure the Baron has coveted all his life. Lost in the wreck of my ship, the Sweet Mary. I should not say more. I'm meant to be haunting a house in New England.
The Sweet Mary, chat. Named his ship after his not wife.
What can I do?
Begin yonder. The Baron was lately in Port Rubicund. Follow Widebeard's trail and avert disaster.
What's the Baron up to?
I know not what he's plotting, but I foresee many innocent birds be perishing.
Birds hate perishing.
And now my time ends. Fare ye well.
But...
Go, Nelly. You must stop my treacherous brother.
We're playing with the developer's commentary turned on Stobadeus.
Since when is Baron Widebeard his brother?
Yeah, I hate perishing too. Oh yeah, you can press space or there's the question mark up behind my face. Right. How did I... Ah! Yes.
Hello, player. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's a weird way of starting it.
Yes.
But they are the player.
Well, just say hello and welcome.
Hello, player. I can't not say it.
Well, you're going to have to not say it.
Do you do it then?
Hello and welcome to the commentary.
Hello, player.
No, I'm not saying player.
Are you going to shout that much? Because I'm going to have to adjust the levels if you're going to shout.
Weird.
I'm going to be this weird all the way through this.
Then yeah, I'm going to shout.
Hello, this is the commentary for Nelly Cootalot, the Fowl Fleet. I'm Alistair, and I wrote and animated the game. And this is...
Hello, I'm Rachel, aka Nelly, and I guess the game is based on me. This is me. Well, Nelly is sort of me, and I voice Nelly as well.
So we're going to pop up a few times while you're playing the game to say... I was going to say interesting stuff, but let's not oversell it.
Yeah.
To say stuff.
Some stuff.
So I hope you enjoy the game.
Oh, okay. I've unlocked all of them, I guess. I guess we'll do them in the order that I would have unlocked them, because that seems to make the most sense. Rather than just listening to them all in one go.
That was the legendary Captain Bloodbeard, voiced by Tim Block, who's a very nice actor who I know.
No, you met him at the film school, though, when you were doing your masters, right?
Yes, I worked with him on my grad film. Looks like the headmaster from Gormenghast. I don't know why I do that. I make references that are more obscure than the thing itself.
Yeah.
It would be easier to just Google a picture of his face.
That's your style.
That's my style.
I haven't read Gormenghast. Keep meaning to. Okay, however, I know that I need this.
Mine. I'll take the tag.
And the tag. And the tape.
Sticky, sticky. I could use this to stab things.
You could. I don't know why I took the envelope tag. Oh no, the Dulwich one's on the crate. That's right.
Now the crate's going to Port Rubikind.
Obviously, I'm going to just solve the puzzles that I can
Let's see
remember
what a letter opener can do.
how to solve as quickly as I can, because we have played this recently.
It worked. But it twisted up the letter opener pretty badly. That don't go in the box.
Well, it will, actually, but
It's gone all corkscrewy.
get in the box, Nelly.
Whenever I'm going on holiday, I always think I've forgotten something. Well, let's give it a try. Now I remember. Air holes. I'd better do something.
Important!
This might work. And now I wait in a state of constant readiness.
Skipping through dialogue makes my brain feel weird, so I'm not going to. Like, it just feels staccato in my brain, like a texture that just starts and stops constantly. So I don't like doing it if I can avoid it.
This old hulk is so dreadfully squalid and damp, and my dress is fraying. I might as well put on a burlap sack. Are you even listening, Whitebeard?
No, of course, my little trebuchet. But my no-good brother's treasure is just over the horizon. Once it's ours, I will buy you all the burlap sacks you want.
But...
You're right, my Iron Maiden. First things first. El Mono. Begin the incantation.
Also, there are Steam achievements that I could try to get, I suppose. On the second playthrough.
Explain yourself, pirate. What have you done with my consignment of pen nibs?
Nothing.
There isn't a single pen nib in Port Rubicund, thanks to you. Do you realize what this means?
You'll have to use pencils?
Huh, I have my pride.
Okay, I'm just going to actually check the Steam achievements. See if I've missed one already. Because if I have, I could just go back. Oh, right, yeah, there's so many. Some of them are going to take a while to do. Most particularly, I think there's one for using all of the candles. To the Steam Achievements Guide. That was the wrong page. That is Steam support, not Steam guides. There is one guide for this game, and it is the achievement guide. Hopefully it's text. Okay, and these are in the order that... it happens. Sorry, there's apparently a time-based achievement. Oh, no, we've had that one. Okay, well, let's do it. I expect that monkey character's an elaborate Monoma sea monkey joke. Yeah, I'm assuming it was a sea monkey joke. So this is Commodore 64. I don't think we need to talk to her to do anything, so we're not going to. I need a plank of wood.
It's nice to collect things when you're walking on a beach.
Oh, Nelly, run! Why you no have run? Twisted letter opener.
Let's put this plank here.
I think the first one was the stalls? Yes. Although we are about to go into the Commodore's cabin, so...
Okay. Phew. Lucky I didn't fall. Whoop.
Good. Developers commentary time.
So here in the Commodore's cabin. Oh, we didn't talk about the name of... Nobody ever says the Commodore's name. They all call her the Commodore. But when you hover the cursor over her, it says in Roman numerals Commodore 64. If you noticed that, well done. I mean everyone.
No, I wouldn't know what the Roman numerals were.
I did.
Anyway, it's pretty cool. So here in the Commodore's cabin, Commodore 64's cabin, there's a logic puzzle where you have to read her notes and reconstruct the records. And I didn't want the game to all be pick up this object, take it to someone, combine it with another object. But we ran into a problem here because the original logic puzzle I wrote was logical, but it was really, really difficult. And basically people got stuck. And because of the way the puzzles in this section are structured, there's a real bottleneck around this puzzle. So if
People couldn't progress
Yeah.
until they'd solved that puzzle.
this one puzzle was holding several different sort of chains up. So I quite reluctantly decided to make the puzzle much easier, which meant that puzzles in this section flowed much better, but it meant that I took another difficult puzzle out.
And I love puzzles like that. They're my favourite. We've got to match up things, love it.
Yeah, I like the difficult version of it. I'm sad that we made it easier. We did think about doing a, for want of a better term, Mega Monkey version of the game.
Look out for that in the future.
Yeah, what will we call it?
We'll call it
Hard puzzle time.
Nelly struggles with puzzles.
Nelly struggles with puzzles. Anyway, so just so many good ideas for names. For what we would call that. Bouncing off each other here.
Yeah.
Oh no. Good old naming puzzles. Naming problems, sorry.
What should I do with it?
Put it on the wood.
Aha! So, this is where the Commodore hides confiscated contraband. A bottle of sleeping pills. You never know when you might need a big heavy horseshoe.
Chat, how do you feel
I
about...
can drag the boards into the right place.
Sorry,
But
one
which one goes where?
How do you feel about
Let's check the logbook.
speedruns of point-and-click games? I'm never sure, personally. Anyway. My brain is gone. Dock 6 for pork mustard. And the score of stocks are the 2x4s. And then
This is how the board was.
we know that the golden turbot has gone, so the wild assertion is at number 2.
This is how the board was arranged.
I think it's like that.
That's it. The wild assertion is in dock 2, bound for the guttering howls. I must board it and follow the Baron.
It's going to resolve that puzzle. I don't think I need this.
Just rubbish in there.
Going to resolve that puzzle while I'm thinking about it, so I don't have to remember. Also, can we appreciate the fact that
Probably should move that plank now.
a logic puzzle in Commodore 64's cabin. Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points to the jump catch game. Spend them wisely, or don't, as I say. I'm not your parent.
Alright, newcomer, I need your name and occupation.
I'm a giraffe repair woman.
Edelweiss Fume, giraffe repairwoman.
I don't think we need a giraffe repair woman here.
It's that kind of complacent attitude that leads to giraffe failure. Goodbye, Commodore.
Dismissed.
Can't be having giraffe failure. Angel will cry.
Oi! Over here, my girl.
What?
What ship have ye business with?
The Wild Assertion in Dock 2. She's bound for the Guttering Howls.
Cut along then.
Can I talk to Gusty Nethers and get that air quotes quest? Because there was something for
Ahoy!
talking to him as well.
Who goes there?
Nelly Cootalot, able sea woman.
Ah, sea woman, eh? Well, where are you posted?
Here. In a big box. Who are you?
Gusty Nethers.
That's an odd name.
Well, I'm thinking of changing it.
What to?
Stormy Longjohns.
Good joke. Good joke. I know I don't need to listen to this, but still.
When do you sail?
Today, my dear. First to the Guttering Howls. Then we follow the southern trade route.
Permission to come aboard.
Ah, sorry, lads. Crewmen only.
But I have to go to the Guttering Howls. Can I join your crew?
Well, there might be an opening for a cabin boy.
I can't be a cabin boy. I'm a female woman.
Ah, just dress up and pretend.
What?
Yeah, you can't beat a bit of naval transvestism.
What uniform do I need?
You need a stripy sailor's shirt, a little sailor's hat, and something to tie up your hair so you look like a bloke.
Shirt, hat, bloke. Got it.
Just put a bloke in your pocket.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I need this.
I guess they use it to clean the ships. It's oddly sparkly under the dirt.
After Meet Nethers.
This is Gusty Nethers, one of my favourite characters, I think, in the game. Also voiced by Toby Longworth. There's lots of references in Nelly's dialogue with him to traditional folk songs and sea shanties and folksal song, which are a kind of sea shanty. I've done my research. Like, one of his fake names is Stormy Longjohns, which is a reference to Stormer Longjohn, which is a folk song, but also sounds like it's about farting, so that's good. Yeah, so it's two for one there. And the challenge that Nelly has to dress up like a sailor is a reference to folk songs like Jack a Row and Jack Went a Sailing, where a young woman has to dress in traditional man's array in order to get passage on a ship and have an adventure or rescue someone. Yeah, that's what that's a reference to.
As per usual, it's just women doing a traditional man's role better than men.
Why would she say something so brave? And yet, so true. Right, talk to Jeremy Gannett.
Is your nest a sailor's hat?
I prefer to call it a self-contained space offering maritime cranial solutions.
But it is...
A sailor's hat, yes.
Can I borrow your nest?
Out of the question, my dear. Where would little Hugo and I go?
What if I found you somewhere else to live?
Well, it would have to be somewhere pretty spectacular. This sailor's hat is near all the good schools of fish.
I'll have a look around. See you around.
Toodle pip.
After Meet Gannett.
The Gannett here is a cameo from Liam, who was the voice producer and director on the game, who intervened in many an argument between me and you.
Discussion.
Heated discussion about whether or not I was a...
Or whether I could pronounce words.
You can pronounce... Well, I
Can
just said
you?
pronounce... Ah, you got me. Hoist by my own potato.
Anyway, so yeah, Liam was very useful, indispensable, really.
Thanks, Liam.
And did he want to voice a character, or did you suggest that he voice a character?
It's just that I didn't have to pay him, so that was it. Yeah, just got him to do it for free.
Yeah, but he's one of the Gannet is one of my favourite characters. I mean, he's a bird. That's why I like him, obviously.
Oh yeah, Nelly rescues birds because you like birds.
Yeah, I love birds.
And Nelly can speak to birds because she got a book teaching her to speak to birds in the previous game, which is not mentioned at any point in this game, but is a solid backstory.
Well, there we go. We have learned why she can talk to birds now. Unpaid labour! Haha! This commentary is everything I hoped they would be.
I wonder if this would make a good home for the gannet.
I wonder if I could have done that earlier to save some time. Whoops! I wonder how much Tom Baker cost? Hey, that's fair. That's a very valid thing to wonder. Now we need to learn how she learned to talk to birds. Yeah, I don't know if the first one's on PC.
What about a penthouse suite?
Well now, that does sound rather...
Spectacular views, no danger of into the sea kicking.
What do you have in mind?
The crow's nest over there. What do you say?
Well, it's a deal. Would you mind helping us move?
Okay.
Oh, hang on, did I?
Now it's all sticky with tar.
Fantastic. Nelly, thank you. That's weird. She wasn't moving. Obviously, I probably should have examined Jeremy in the inventory, but there we go. It's not happening now.
There you go.
Oh yes, very spacious. And what views!
So, can I have the hat?
Of course. I advise you not to think about how much poo must be in it.
Advice taken.
I will do my best not to think about it.
And they're off.
Go,
Habanera does it again.
Okay, so there is an order I have to sabotage them in to get the Steam achievement. Chat, can you remember... Well, one, Lucky Jack gives me the password anyway. But two, I need a specific drink? Oh, hang on.
Stay low.
I think I need to know that I need a password first.
What's the password?
Melon.
Nerd.
I just wanted that joke again.
Never mind.
Reminds of the camel racing games in Welsh arcades? Yeah, I've seen those, yeah. Obviously, Dara Pani, you're getting a very rushed version of the game. I did go through all of the dialogue options in the first playthrough. It is on YouTube if you are interested.
What's your...
Me? I'm just a two-time loser serving drinks. Three-time loser if you count Lehman Brothers.
Didn't mean to do that, I apologise.
What drinks have you got?
Take a look at the shelf. What takes your fancy?
Oh gosh, chat, I can't remember what it... Was it the... butterscotch or the jalapeno tincture? I can get both.
What's
so it's fine.
butterscotch?
Just scotch with a knob of butter in it.
Delicious.
Want to try some?
Yep.
Steam was the first game for $2.
Cheers.
I might have to pick that up. That might be an impulse purchase.
Ugh, not for Nelly. What drinks have you...
Take a look at the...
As I can't remember which one
What's
it is, but I
jalapeno
think it was one of these
tincture?
two.
Firewater. The fumes alone will take your eyebrows off. Want to try some?
Yep. Cheers. Ooh, spicy.
tough racers work?
The cream of disgraced aristocracy puts shoe leather to treadmill in a 24-carat blue-blooded steeplechase. Pick a winner. Place your bet. No refunds.
Have you ever won big?
Nah, you gotta be real savvy to make the big money. Real smart. At least that's what my homeopathic life coach says.
When's the next race?
When the runners are ready. Be a pal and check on them, will you?
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Through the curtain downstairs. The password is uppercase R, exclamation point, lowercase d, lowercase x, 5, lowercase p, uppercase f, 2, lowercase z. My mother's maiden name.
Stay lucky, Lucky.
Now we can get in. I believe those developer commentary for the stalls.
What's the password?
R, exclamation mark, lowercase d, lowercase x, 5, lowercase p, f, 2, lowercase z.
Come in.
So we're in the tough races here, which is, I think, making aristocrats race for money is... I think that's funny. I think that's entertainment.
It is.
Several voices, some new voices. Andy Seacombe, who is a voice actor on The Phantom Menace and absolutely loads of other stuff, plays Laird Mallory Cavendish. I'm the French guy.
French voice, you like that?
Well, some people have criticised the game for making use of stereotypes, but I will absolutely stand by the stereotyping of French and Scottish people. I will not apologise. I'm moderately...
half
I'm Scottish, so I feel like I'm allowed to make fun of the Scottish, and I'm English, so I'm allowed to make fun of the French.
Fair enough.
And it's not even the French, it's French aristocrats. There aren't any of them. They were all murdered. And that's why it's fine to make jokes
He's
about
not
them.
wrong. He is... he's not incorrect. Okay, again, I'm just going to speed through things as fast as I can.
Maybe I can wash off the dirt. Wow! Underneath the dirt, it's a golden fleece. It shrunk a bit, but it looks very nice. I don't know why I should do that.
Okay, so I have to talk to him first. Cool.
Hola, señorita.
Tell me about yourself.
You like this hat?
It's fine.
Oh, wait.
It's a gift from Sultan of Malaria. We play lacrosse together.
I think I need to get the quest to sabotage them
Bye.
first. Need to pick the ribbon up on my way out as well.
Oh, deepest shame.
Hello?
Oh, blackest night.
I'm Nelly.
Oh, confound this mortal clay, this weary heart, these tiny legs.
He's got a case of the soliloquies. Hark, my lord.
What's this? A young pirate bride approacheth.
Stop all that. What's up with you?
I beg your pardon. My athletic failures weigh heavy upon me.
I don't know that I need the King's Penny at this point.
Athletic failures.
My dear, I have never won a race. Ooh, what I would give to win a race at last.
How did you end up in the tough races?
Mutiny, mutiny. Stranded on this wretched isle in squalor and shame. Never to return to civilization.
Oh, never mind, eh?
Okay, yeah, so I can't start
Bye-bye.
the quest because I don't know I need to do the quest. That makes sense. That's on me, chat. I'm sorry I've wasted everyone's
That's
time.
pretty.
Back to the C64 joke. Luckily, you can fast travel by just double-clicking on the level transition. We'll talk to this guy last. Hey, we're back.
Are you in charge?
I am the Commodore. I catalogue everyone and everything that enters or leaves Port Rubicund. Or I would if the dratted pen nibs had arrived.
I'm looking for Baron Widebeard.
Well, now, there was a Baron here. He was one of the runners at the blasted toff races.
What happened to him?
If memory serves, he set sail in the Heartless yesterday.
I'd better find out where the Baron is heading and give chase.
Hold your horses. Have you taken the king's
There it
shilling?
is.
I never touched it. You can't prove nothing.
I knew you weren't legitimate merchant navy. Unless you've taken the king's shilling, you can't sail from my port.
Goodbye, Commodore.
Dismissed.
Okay, hopefully that has progressed far along the puzzle far enough to be like, hey, get the king's shilling, you fool. There we go.
Hey, can you give me the king's shilling?
I suppose I'm still technically an officer, but forgive an old tactician. What do you offer in exchange?
I could help you win a race.
Well now, that's intriguing. With your help, I could begin an epic training montage. Blood, sweat, tears, until I finally overcome my demons and win.
Or we could cheat.
Yes, let's do that.
I need to find ways to slow down the other toffs.
Yes, just do that. That's fine. Right.
What is that?
It's a lucky horseshoe. A gift from the Emir of Worcester.
Oh, it's nice.
That horseshoe ought to slow him down.
And then, because there's an achievement for having everyone win a race, I have to talk to Lucky between the races.
The toffs are ready to race.
Great, let's go. And they're off. Whoa! First place to the Comte de Fou.
And back down. And now we sabotage Le Comte. Can't remember how I did it, I'll be honest.
Look out! A revolutionary peasant.
Where?
Okay, it was that simple.
Sneakily does it. Into a truffle. He must have gone.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I think that one was a little...
I don't think he'll run so fast now.
A little what? Poisoned? Ha ha! You would be correct. Ah, thumb just spasmed. Oh, that feels weird. Stop. Stop it, you stupid thumb.
The toffs are ready to race.
Great, let's go. And they're off.
The comp doesn't move because he's not, racing.
Laird Cavendish wins.
And Laird Cavendish. I'm hoping it counts the first one where Habanero wins as one of the racers. Because I didn't do that. That's on me.
What's the secret of your success?
Keeping cool in this tropical climate. A kilt allows zephyrs to circulate in my regions.
Yuck.
And of course, I drink a lot of fluids. Hydration is key.
I'll get you a drink. Something to help you cool off?
Well, a wee drop of scotch wouldn't go amiss.
Bye.
Ah, you're away.
Yeah, bye. Wow, even the glass is hot. Fancy a drink?
No, thank you, my dear. I prefer scotch.
Okay. So here's the scotch, but I can't remember how to make it hot.
Fancy a drink?
Scotch! Chin chin.
Fancy a drink?
No, thank you. I prefer...
I can't remember how I did it, chat. This is a problem.
Wow, even the glass is hot.
Oh, hang on. I'd pour it into the scotch. That's it. I think.
What drinks?
Take a look at the shelf.
I
What
goofed.
but just delicious.
Want to try?
I done goofed.
Yep. Cheers.
Not for Nelly.
Stay. Nah. It's all.
Pour this. Combine
I
this.
know you
with
shouldn't
this.
mix your drinks, but
Combine. There we go. That's what I did wrong. I apologise. Hopscotch. Like hopscotch, but for your
Fancy a
taste
drink?
buds.
Scotch! Perfect. Oh. Oh, my stomach is on fire.
you've probably got that internal sunburn.
Internal sunburn?
Yeah, the cure is to wear layers and jog on the spot. That ought to take the edge off him.
You know, chat. Internal sunburn. Keep double clicking on everything. It doesn't work, but it makes me feel better. Where's... Oh, right.
The Toffs are ready to race, and I just heard a tip on Admiral Woebegone.
Woebegone, huh? Hey, Sal.
What do you want?
50 clams on the Admiral. And 2 starfish.
Please move with speed, Nelly.
You got it,
Yeah,
pal.
no, she's not.
This race is on. And they're off.
Hooray!
I don't believe my eyes. Admiral Woebegone wins. Woohoo!
Hedge your bets. Make sure everyone's a winner. Got the achievement. What's the next one? Oh, the next one's going to be pretty easy to do. I should... Could have done it
Congratulations,
last time,
Admiral.
actually. Never mind.
Young lady, you've given me back a piece of my pride. Thank you for all your help.
Ah, it was just doping up and hobbling a few old geezers.
Here is the king's shilling as promised.
Thanks.
Okay, so next commentary is after meeting Sebastian, which will be quite soon. He's going to talk to Jack Tar and give him his police.
Could I borrow your shirt?
Well, sorry, no.
Please?
I'm too embarrassed to be seen with my shirt off. If only my chest hair was thick and luxuriant like other sailors.
Goodbye.
Later.
If only.
Hey, you could use this as a chest wig.
What a good idea. Let me try it. Perfect. Now I'm ready for Maritime Magazine.
Great. Although this shirt is way too big for me.
Time to shrink it. XXL shirt because that guy was broad.
Let's give it a wash. It's shrunk. It's a perfect fit for me now.
Small shirt. It's also stretched. But that should be enough to get out of Port Rubicund. To the guttering howls.
About this uniform.
You need a stripy sailor's shirt,
Check.
a little sailor's hat,
Got one.
and something to tie up your hair so you look like a bloke.
I have this ribbon. That's everything, right?
That it is.
And I have the king shilling,
Permission to come
so I can
aboard?
leave.
You shown the Commodore you've taken the king's shilling.
Not yet.
She won't let you leave without seeing it.
Curses. I've been foiled.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I was hoping it would be included. Here's your shilling.
I've taken the king's shilling. Look.
What? Who gave it to you?
Old Tashface.
Admiral Woebegone. It deserves keel hauling.
But I can leave port now, right?
The sooner the better, my dear.
Yay!
Alright, now I can go.
About this.
You
check.
a little
Got one.
and
I.
Endure the staccato.
Permission.
And now we leave.
You shown the Commodore you've taken the King's shilling?
No doubt.
Then hop aboard.
Cheeky little thumbs up from Gusty Nethers there.
Can't you at least tell me the plan?
Oh, very well, my sweet Hemlock. Legend tells that Bloodbeard was shipwrecked on the wintry isle of Gloomholm. And now his treasure lies in a frozen volcano, guarded by the most formidable warriors.
Ice ninjas?
Worse than ice ninjas. Ptarmigans.
Gasp!
Battle-hardened
Gasp!
Ptarmigan Marines, trained by William himself. We are going to lay siege to Gloomholm and defeat the Ptarmigan hordes.
But I'm not dressed for a siege. And it would take a great fleet.
Ah, allow me to introduce my secret weapon.
The Fowl fleet.
We've reached the guttering howls, but the captain refused the crew's shore leave. I've been in the merchant navy for over an hour now. Time to go AWOL.
Nelly,
Bosun Nethers!
I can explain. I was just taking a walk and... Wait, what are you doing out of quarters?
I'm going AWOL. What about you?
Well, truth is, I'm going AWOL too. I have business on the guttering howls.
Great! See you in the dinghy!
What dinghy?
I died. The dinghy that doesn't exist, I guess. Hey, Harry, how you doing?
Squawk!
Ah, squeak.
Squeak? I suppose the conch is sleeping in there. That's weird.
Game's cute, it is.
But somehow it's still snoring. This seashell is one smelly mystery I'm going to hang on to.
I'm replaying it, Harry. This time with developer commentary turned on, and we're listening to the developer commentary as I play. So, spoiler warning, I guess.
I'll free him from those six-pack rings.
Nelly!
Sebastian, my old friend! How did you get here?
I set sail with your friend the cat burglar in a beautiful pea-green boat.
Did I hear you got married?
That was one big mistake. I was never Trilby's type, and we were off our heads on Quince the whole time.
Where is this place?
This is Vogel Island in the Guttering Howls. I used to visit here with Bloodbeard when I was his familiar. It is home to as wide a range of wildfowl as you could hope to shake a stick at. At least it was, before they disappeared. Oh.
I'm on the trail of Baron Widebeard.
How you doing, Aaron?
And I'll bet every penny I have that he's behind the disappearance of the birds. So 8 pence on that.
He must be stopped.
I'd better get after the Baron. Will you help me?
I'll do everything within my power as a medium-sized waterfowl.
Let's go!
No, there was a thing. Met Sebastian.
So an unarguable highlight of making the game for me was working with Tom Baker, who voiced Sebastian. Because if you're a fan of anything nerdy, you'll know that Tom Baker is Doctor Who, as well as being a voice on Little Britain. And a lot of people, after the game came out, said to me, Oh, how did you get Tom Baker to be in your game? The secret was we asked him to do it, and he said yes, and then we paid him money. There's
Easy
a
as
tip.
that, kid.
I don't know what they think, that I held someone hostage, maybe?
No, you have to do a riddle. He sets you a riddle. If you solve it, he's in your game.
Then, yeah. No, he was extremely nice and professional. And left us a great many obscene outtakes that we couldn't possibly include in the game. But Liam, who I mentioned it earlier in the commentary, told me Tom Baker's going to phone you today when he was considering doing it, and I thought, no, he isn't. That's not going to happen. I'd been out giving blood that day, so I'd come home after like a 30-minute walk and I was really lightheaded, and then the phone rang and I thought, oh no, it might be Tom Baker. And I answered the phone like kind of a, hello? Hello?
Sort of a dowager.
Yeah. And I can't do Tom Baker's voice, you'll have to forgive me, because if I could, I wouldn't have paid him, I would have just done it. But on the other end of the line, Tom Baker's voice said, Alistair, it's Tom Baker! Ha ha ha! The way you answered the phone there, it was as if you'd never used one before.
Oh, reminds me of the obscene outtakes thing. It reminds me in the first Discworld game, the first Discworld point-and-click well, they're all just point-and-click adventures, but the first Discworld game that adapts Guards. There's an Easter egg where you can get Rincewind to swear because Eric Idle wanted to be the first person to swear in a video game. There you go. There's a fun factoid. Also, Sebastian, can you help me with something?
Can you help me with something? Hey, Sebastian, could you give this tree stump a good pecking?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, hydrate, you're right. I should.
We did it! Teamwork!
Once I actually get
Although
to
it was mainly me.
to the howls, I'll
Hey, Victus!
You know what else is a fun fact? I have subbed for 30 months in a row.
That is a pretty dang good fun fact. Thank you for the resub, Ari. Thank you for continuing to make that mistake and to bring suffering to the conquered. Yeah, thank you for the resub. Really appreciate it. There's nothing outside. I need this.
I don't just pick up...
Okay.
But this time...
Slick.
Fine. I'll learn that I need it first.
Hello, I'm Nelly.
Oh, fascinating.
Right. And you are?
Oh, yes. I am Obadiah Rackham. I am an inventor, and I care for the birds of Vogel Island. Or rather, I cared for them until today.
Did you see what happened to the birds?
They simply swam away. All of them.
Apart from
I
Sebastian.
don't understand it. They were my friends. Why would they go?
I think I know why they left.
Eh?
Widebeard, hirsute aristocrat and bird thief.
But why would he want scores and scores of birds?
I don't know. I got here too late, and now I'll never catch him.
Not necessarily.
The Vevictus alert. It's like, hey, you should play Blood Omen again. That was a fun game. And I'm like, brain, stop it. If it comes out on Switch, I'll play it again.
Do you have a plan?
Oh, better. A blueprint.
A blue plan
is a kind...
For the Rackham Bird Detector. If I finish it today, we just might be able to follow their trail.
What do you need to finish the bird detector?
As it happens, I'm missing a few components. I need a large copper dish for a receiver, and a gold-plated metal rod for an antenna. Take these blueprints.
Okay.
And this.
A map. Great.
Oh, we also need a ship to mount it on.
A ship? Okay.
Now you can see the commentary button.
How can I get off this island?
Oh, the shuttle, of course.
What shuttle?
Oh, the cable car outside. Just pull the lever.
What lever?
Well, perhaps I brought it in for cleaning.
Bye for now. Maybe that's the lever for the shuttle.
Maybe it is. I believe there was... Yep.
I worked on the background art for ages because I drew the whole game in low resolution, and then we decided to release the game at HD, and so I had to redraw all the backgrounds in HD.
Oof.
Which I'm really glad we did because the game looks a lot better for it, but it took flipping ages, but it gave the programmer Alex plenty of time to rebuild the whole game in Unity. This background, this location, the inside of Rackham's house, is most obviously influenced by 101 Dalmatians, which was the artwork for the backgrounds was the main influence on the game. The inky lines not lining up with the blocks of colour is something I really like. And I think it works quite well here, and I think the influence is most obvious.
That's actually a really cool insight. But now we must leave. Oh, right, yeah, the map. Here is the map. Now I can listen to the commentary on it.
Rackham the Birdman gives you this map, and one of the last things we did was add some birds and bird facts to it. I can't remember what any of the bird facts are, but I assume they're all nonsense.
Well, it doesn't actually matter because the thing is that within our sort of relationship, I'm always telling Alistair facts about birds and animals that he always disputes and says that's nonsense. So it's sort of, again, this is just like another little joke between us that there's sort of nonsense bird facts. Because
what kind of bird? I know you told me that cats have no terminal velocity.
No terminal velocity.
Which isn't true.
Ducks can't express emotions.
No birds can express emotions.
Otters have a stone pocket.
In their armpit.
That's true.
I told you
Oh,
that.
sorry, you told me that.
That's why that one's true. But we put these birds in because the birds have all been kidnapped by Baron Whitebeard. So for a game about birds, there weren't many birds in it. So I put a few of the birds on so that you can be reminded of what a ptarmigan is, for instance, if you didn't know what a ptarmigan was.
Oh, speaking of otters, I still haven't got Angel to post the picture of me with the otter from the zoo on Discord. Who's this one is Obsidian Fact? Hit us with an Obsidian Fact. Ptarmigan.
Apparently, rough-tough ptarmigans used to live on Vogel Island before rising temperatures drove them away to the icy Northlands.
Oh yeah, Red Panda. Angel and I went to the zoo a couple of weeks ago, and the giant otter was actually outside. You could actually see it. It was amazing. For those who don't know, the otters at Chester Zoo are notoriously reclusive, and you rarely see them. But this time, we seed it. It was there. And they've moved the red pandas. They're a lot easier to see now. When's the next one? Harbour Master. Obsidian can be one of the sharpest objects. It's so sharp they use it in the scalpels in eye surgery. Heck yeah, that's pretty cool. They have a really nice habitat. They do not want to be on the edge. That's true. That is true. I just want to take all my nerd friends to the zoo and just have a day at the zoo with my nerd friends.
Cootalot.
Hi.
To be fair, it was supposed to be, but they all bailed at the last moment.
Who are you?
I am Harbour Master Van Zandt, and your worst enemy.
I've already got a worst enemy, and he's way more villainous than you.
We'll see.
Yeah, they're still in the orangutan house. I don't know when they moved them, but they were both vibing on their feeding platform. So Angel took a bunch of pictures of them and had happy hands, and it was adorable.
You've heard of me?
Regrettably, people say you're something of a
I keep trying to get her to post the animal pictures.
People say that. Mint.
It's far from mint. We don't allow loose cannons in Groat Harbour.
What are you on about? I can see a loose cannon over there.
It's a metaphor.
Ew.
It looks like a cannon.
Be warned, Ms. Cootalot.
Where can I charter a ship?
You can't. Only licensed privateers may charter ships.
Well, how do I get off the islands?
Like all pirates. A short rope and a long drop.
Bungee jumping?
Watch your step, Nelly. Keep away from my privateers. And don't go bothering Justice Groat.
I can make
He's not much
an
fun.
obsidian sword. Looks like
I'd
sword.
better go bother this Justice Groat.
When I went to Chester last year, the otters were swimming around and high-fiving some kids. But I did get to see the giant otter, which I've never seen before. I've seen the smaller ones before at Chester Zoo, but never the giant one that they share with. Also, if you want like just half an hour of serotonin, Chester Zoo during lockdown did videos of them feeding the animals, and they did one on the otters, and it's so happy. We'll listen to this commentary on Van Zandt, and then I will go and have my wellness break.
This is where we meet the real villain of the piece.
Harbour Master Van Zandt. One of the structural issues is that you're chasing the villain, Baron Whitebeard, and so he can't actually antagonise you. And so Nelly needed to pick up another villain along the way, who, spoiler, eventually teams up with Baron Whitebeard. And that is the villainous Harbour Master Van Zandt, who's exasperated by all of Nelly's do-goodery and silliness, and is voiced by Roger Davenport, who voices a number of other characters. There's also the loose cannon joke, which I maintain is the best joke in the game, although I'm not sure anybody has ever laughed at it.
I think I laughed.
What is the joke? We don't allow loose cannons in Groat Harbour. What are you talking about? I can see a
See
loose
one
cannon
right
over
there.
there. It's a metaphor.
I'm pretty sure it's a cannon.
Yeah, it's a good joke.
It is a great joke. In all fairness, I love word playing games. However, I'm going to take my wellness break now, so pause the game. No, do not stop the recording. Pause the YouTube. Oh, we'll get rid of the review score from Control. You may be wondering, YouTube, why my face? We were talking about Chester Zoo, and I realised I never showed the guest star, like my co-streamer. This is Beatrix. Beatrix is really soft and fluffy. Beatrix has a tail. So soft and fluffy. Of course, her name is Beatrix when she's been good. When she's been naughty, her full name comes out, and it's Beatrix P. Otter. Did I name her for that joke? Absolutely I did. Ari is about to rage. Beatrix is your new fave. Hey, that's fair. So soft. So soft. To be fair, like, all of the plush toys at Chester Zoo are so soft. Also, she looks really concerned. The head tilt is the toy. You have to kind of like force the head straight. She's just permanently concerned. Anyway, back to the game. Mood. Yep. Yeah. So I've got Beatrix is permanently concerned. We went to IKEA a while ago, and I said no to Blahage, no to Transicon, because they have dinosaurs. And I got a dinosaur that looks so anxious and concerned that I couldn't help naming them Millennial, because it's just, I felt seen by this dinosaur. Says Otter just as murderous as the others I've seen. Oh, yeah. Beatrix, if you turn your back on her, she'd stab you right in the back with a sharpened seashell. I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, back to the game. Otters are cuddly murder sausages, lest we forget. I need the guy to come down. I don't know how to trigger him.
The door won't open.
Is it talking to them? Again, it's a mood, that's fair.
Hey, guys! Hey, over here! I want to charter a ship. They're ignoring me.
Don't take it too hard. They're like that with everyone.
I was going to say, Tor, if you come over, you can pet my otter, but I realised how that would sound out of context. So, yeah. And, of course, there's a classic instance of paralypsis right there. By saying I wasn't going to say it, I said it.
I need to charter a ship.
But you ain't...
I know. I'll work something out. Where can I get a ship?
Well, there's only one ship standing idle. But the Sanitania ain't moved for years.
Sanitania?
They call it that because the captain went raving mad.
Oh, good.
Some say
oh, good.
He's still in there.
That could have been real bad.
Actually, he definitely is. I see him most mornings. You got to give the cabin door a kick if you want in.
Do you think she'll fly again?
That rusty old hulk. You'd have to be the best grease monkey in the world to get her moving. Which, luckily for you, I am.
Yay!
But I'll need a little alcoholic lubrication.
Like oil or something?
Like Mama Fish Cakes non-specific. Bring me a bottle and she'll be dodging clouds by lunchtime.
See you.
Watch out for falling.
Falling fiddle blocks. Oh no.
A little kick.
Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points in the jump catch game.
Wah!
Ugh. Are the mussels ready, Susan?
Say what?
No, that won't do. The Ombudsman would never stand for it.
I think this sailor's gone off the deep end. What's your name?
I'm Captain Lear, of course. We met in the Ambassador's menagerie.
Right.
So where's my story?
What?
Story time, story time, story time.
Whoa, okay. Story time?
I need my bedtime story, otherwise I can't wake up.
Yep. Captain Lear like King Lear.
Bye.
Please leave quietly. The door is asleep.
It's a sleep chat. Right, there's a thing on about Captain Lear in the commentary.
There's something here. Let's have a look. It's wrapped in old cloth. Aha! It's a picture.
Is it though? Oh, hang on, you know what? Just in case it is relevant.
That looks like the notice board on the harbour, before it got all dirty. It's too...
Oh, sorry, it's too blurry to read what it said about the voyage. Okay. Don't think that was relevant.
Captain Lear, voiced by Tim Block again, is obviously a reference to King Lear. He's meant to be a bit loopy, although really the problem with Captain Lear is that he's lost his sense of self, and Nelly has to restore it by investigating his past, which I think is actually quite an unconventional puzzle.
And I like it whenever you have to be a detective in a game, whenever you have to investigate something.
Is this a sensitive portrayal of people with mental health problems?
Probably not.
No, it probably isn't. I think it is sympathetic to the character, like Nelly helps him and he helps Nelly in return.
I mean, you just described him there as a loony, but I don't think...
I think I said loopy.
Loopy, sorry.
It's a much more acceptable term, loopy.
I don't think Nelly ever describes him as that. Does she? Is she
No, I don't think
derogatory about his...
I don't think she says loony.
No.
I think she might say he's a few somethings short of a something.
So also in this scene, there is a small reference to one of our favourite films.
Which is...
Oh Brother, We're Out There.
Oh Brother, We're Out There.
By the Coen brothers. So if you spot it, 10 points.
Amazing film. Such a good film. I haven't seen it in too long, so I wouldn't be able to spot the reference. But there we go.
It's useless. I can't make stern nor aft of them.
Heads nor tails. It's a good joke. It's still a good joke.
Empty.
Anyway, if you haven't seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, highly recommend it. We're leaving. Okay, well, while I'm here. For more context on Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, it's a retelling of the
wipe off
Odyssey.
the dirt with this cloth. That's better.
But, like...
Justice Groat presents. So Justice Groat was backing the voyage?
In the Dust Bowl.
It looks like the airship was supposed to go to Grockle Island, but the voyage was cancelled.
When's the next one? Okay, so he just goes to the prom, Torta, Spry, and Groat. Love the Odyssey. Well, there you go. If you haven't seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, I recommend it. I think it's aged pretty well. I'll say it is a comedy, but I think it has aged reasonably well.
Justice Groat is probably over there, in Groat Manor.
think I
Hey.
need to know...
What's happening, sister?
Oh, dang it.
So,
No.
you've got a banjo,
A harmonica,
Got to come back.
windswept hair, a
Meld.
faraway look in your eyes. Are you a jockey?
I'm the folk singer, Solomon Spry.
What do you sing about?
The truth. That Van Zandt is a crook, the waterfront is a racket, and Justice Groat is a mere puppet.
I hate puppets. Is it the string kind?
Nope, just a supine fatso who rubber stamps all of Van Zandt's shady dealing. On the other hand, I also sing about folk heroes like Privateer Pudding and Pigtails McCrow.
Later.
Later, baby.
Came here just for the commentary purposes.
In the original freeware game I made, Nelly Cootalot Spoonbeaks Ahoy, which at the time of recording this, we're in the middle of remastering in high definition. There is a blues singer called Blind Jimmy Thimble because we like blues music. And in this game, there is a folk singer who is, I would say, subtly influenced by Bob Dylan.
A rip, basically.
It's not a rip. He's a non-copyright infringing tribute. I mean, Bob Dylan stole all of his tunes anyway.
Yeah, very true. He can dish it out, but he can't take it.
I can dish it out, but I can't take it.
All right, stop now.
Oh, okay. Get me out of here. Yeah, I have to go this way. And then this way.
Excuse me. Who's the chump in the painting?
That chump is His Eminence Justice Groat.
Pretty jumpy.
He is not a chump.
Tell me more about Chumpface.
Don't call him that. This is a painting of our distinguished Justice Groat. Justice Groat comes from a
To the
long
appointment
line
book.
of
Looks like the
justice
only
groats.
person with an appointment today is Mary Jane Morgan.
Captain Morgan chat. Anyone pick up on that the
Here
first
is
time
his
round?
beloved pocket watch,
Excuse
which was
me?
sadly
I need to see Justice Groat.
I could really go to some
Your
rum
name
now.
is not on the list. You may not see him.
I haven't told you my name.
What is your name, please?
Mary Jane Morgan. Better check your list.
Humph, but... Oh, it seems you are on the list.
Dax straight.
Step this way,
Enid
Miss
Frome.
Morgan.
Call me Nelly.
Yes?
Please make me a privateer.
A privateer? How irregular.
Some rum chat.
Van Zandt keeps a
problem,
small
apparently.
number of privateers on staff. A noble band, selflessly dedicated
I really
to
want is a
protecting
mojito.
these isles.
Ha! Make me a privateer, and I'll be twice as noble as those dolts.
Perhaps I should consult Van Zandt.
Or a Long Island iced tea, one of the two.
Don't consult Van Zandt. An applicant of my noble nobility must address Justice Groat himself.
Well, if I was to commission you, you would have to prove yourself.
Yes? How?
You would have to show your tactical prowess.
Easy.
I would require proof of your great deeds.
Piffling.
And you'd have to...
Knee
Oops.
bother.
Sorry, my finger freaking twitched.
How can I show my tactical
Take off the
prowess?
mouse.
You must play Van Zandt at the great game of the sea.
And if I win, you'll believe I have tactical prowess?
My dear, you have no hope of winning against a master like Van Zandt. If you can draw against him, then I will be satisfied.
How can I prove my great deeds?
A worthy candidate would appear in the annals of maritime history.
The whats of maritime history?
Books, young lady, books. Show me an account of your heroism in a respectable publication, which I very much doubt you'll be able to do, and I will be satisfied on this point.
How can I convince you I'm loved by the people?
Well now, let me see. Most popular heroes have a song written about them.
Yes?
I'm not popular.
Show me that you've been immortalized in folk song, then I would consider you a potential candidate.
Okay, we're good.
Got it.
I have the quests that I think will unlock stuff later.
Do you remember Captain Lear?
Eh? What?
Captain Lear of the Sanitania. You were supposed to sponsor his voyage to Grockle Island.
I can't be expected to remember. Enid is in charge of the records. Perhaps she can help you.
Catch you later.
Even though I know the answer to the puzzle, the options don't appear until Nelly learns them. So I have to go through this.
Excuse me. Do you remember Captain Lear of the Sanitania? Justice Grote was meant to sponsor his voyage to Grockle Island.
Oh, yes, the one that was cancelled.
Yes. Do you remember what kind of voyage it was meant to be?
It was a luxury cruise, of course. Justice Grote was very keen to encourage tourists to visit us.
So did J-Grow break his promise?
J-Grow?
Justice Grote. Did he leave Lear high and dry with no financial backing?
No, it was the harbour master.
Van Zandt?
No, the previous harbour master, Hetty Lohman. She resigned under a cloud of suspicion around about then.
Lohman, eh? What happened with Harbour Master Lohman?
There were rumours she had been stealing, you see. Nothing was proven, but she stepped down anyway.
And Van Zandt took over?
Yes, that's right.
Hmm.
You can probably ask Lohman about it yourself. She's normally 3 sheets to the wind in a tavern at this time.
That means drunk.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
I can't remember if Justice Grote is a deliberate wordplay on Justice Grote, Justice Grote.
Which seems a bit unfair, because I wouldn't describe him as a scrote.
No, but I don't know if... I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
But I think some people assume that he's meant to be Justice Grote. Sorry, Justice Grote. He is sort of a bad guy, but he's not. He's just being used by Van Zandt, so he's not meant to be that villainous, but he's pedantic and irritating. And what?
Just making a suggestion that guys who are pedantic and irritating are not necessarily bad guys. Alistair's pedantic and irritating.
No, I'm not. I am. But Nelly shows a lack of respect in general for authority.
Which I do too. I think you got that directly from me. I'm quite belligerent. Don't you think so?
Oh, yeah, extremely. And so Nelly has a very much a disrespectful attitude towards Justice Grote and Van Zandt and everyone else.
Yep.
Tries to push her around.
Good for you, Nelly. You show him.
Okay. Shantytown. To be fair, I could have fast travelled from the map, I guess. No, I can't. I thought it was a fast travel. It's not. I bamboozled myself. Oh, actually, do I need to know that you need a muse? Probably do. Talk to not Bob Dylan.
You should immortalise me in folk song. My name's easily silly enough.
The truth is, I can't write. I've lost my muse.
Where did you last see it?
It ain't something you
Important
see.
question.
It's something you feel. Something that follows you, inspires you. Writing you letters and sending you bits of hair.
Existential
You
brain.
mean a groupie?
Yeah, that's the kind of muse I need.
If I find you a muse, will you put me in a song?
Maybe I will, maybe I won't.
Will you?
Yes.
Later.
Later, baby.
I require a sticker.
What's up with these stickers?
I made a whole bunch of promotional stickers when I was trying to get famous.
Did it work?
Fame ain't important to me. It's about the music.
Didn't work then.
No. Take one if you like.
Hey, did you know you can get my merch stickers? If you go to the merch store that's linked to exclamation links or exclamation support or in the YouTube video description, you can buy a couple of stickers. I keep meaning to add more. But there we go. Shantytown.
So the Guttering Howls is split into 3 islands: Grote Island, Vogel Island, and Rogue Island. And on Rogue Island we find Shantytown.
Excellent stable
sea
days.
shanty town. I'm not sure it's ever referred to as being called that in the game, but that is what it's called.
And I like it. The houses in that shot, they look like narwhals. They've got like the long flagpoles or whatever it is coming out there, and they're very reminiscent.
The bar there is a boat, an upturned boat, but there's also a hipster coffee shop of some kind.
Speaking of the hipster coffee shop.
We meet Mary Morgan here.
Mary Morgan, who becomes quite an important character, and also Dr. Periwig, who's based on Dr. Johnson, and he's writing a dictionary. He's voiced by Andy Secombe, and that Mary Morgan is voiced by Shelia Kennedy, who's a proper American as well.
Dr. Samuel Johnson being the individual who wrote the first Oxford English Dictionary, I believe. I need to talk to people in the right... I think it's Mary Morgan first.
I'm Nelly. What's your name?
I'm Professor Morgan. What brings you here, Nelly?
I'm trying to make a name for myself as a buccaneer.
In a tea shop?
I might need some caffeine.
As it happens, I know a thing or two about pirates.
What do you know about pirates?
Almost everything. I'm the senior lecturer in piratical studies at West Ham University.
Wow!
In fact, I'm compiling the Encyclopedia Pirattanica.
The Encyclopedia Pirattanica? Will you put me in it? I'm an excellent pirate.
What's your name?
Nelly Cootalot.
It's a good retort on
The pirate who
Stardust.
plundered an entire shipment of baked beans?
No, that's Nelly Toot. Never mind, I'm really famous.
I'm sorry, I can't put you in the book.
Have you ever heard of Bloodbeard?
William? Yes, I used to know him quite well.
Wow, I bet he was
Wink,
amazing.
wink.
Was he amazing?
Well,
How amazing?
let's talk about something else, okay?
He broke my heart.
Okay. Why can't you put me in the encyclopedia? I really need to impress Justice Groat with what a mint pirate I am.
I couldn't if I wanted to. The first volume, to Cutlass, has been stolen.
Stolen? Have you reported it?
I tried to, but someone took my appointment with Justice Groat.
Oh, right.
Who would do that?
Who stole the encyclopedia?
I don't know, but that fatuous ninny at the window knows something.
Yes, he does.
But he won't tell, the bloated pufferfish.
Not a squeak.
Listen, if I get your book back, will you put me in it?
If you get that smug sophist to help you, you'll deserve it.
Wow, chat, I've just noticed, I happened to glance down at OBS, and the recording length is 20 seconds shy of being exactly 1 hour longer than the stream length so far. That's pretty cool.
Enjoy your
That's pretty
coffee.
cool.
Take care.
All right, Doc. What happened to Morgan's
Like, even down
encyclopedia?
to the second.
Wouldn't you like to know?
It's 20. It's
Obviously,
20
yes.
seconds shy.
Well, you scratch my back, and I'll scratch yours.
No way am I touching your back.
It's a metaphor.
No, it's a canon.
What do you want in exchange for the encyclopedia?
A little field research.
But I don't know anything about little fields.
Here is a list of odd words. Nautical obscurios, if you will.
I won't.
I think I know what they mean, but I need to be sure. Come back to me with the definitions, and I'll spill the beans.
Okay, and after that, will you tell me who stole the encyclopedia?
Yes.
I'm off. Ahem. Ahem. Oi!
Yeah, what do you want?
What kind of drinks do you do?
Cinnamon cappuccinos, slimline cocoa shots, soba joe, hemp tea with antioxidants, or minty double Italiano sea salt frappes.
What about a glass of water?
I don't know what you mean.
I believe it's Sober Joe.
I'm interested in one of your drinks. What's a sober Joe?
It's the ultimate hangover cure. Don't drink it if you're planning to operate heavy machinery, or sleep any time this month. You want one?
Yep.
Congratulations, whoever just won 5 points in the jump catch game. You catch that jump. No, you
Thanks.
catch that star.
What are you reading?
Poetry.
It must be good.
It is.
Who's the poet?
You probably haven't heard of him.
Try me.
William Willowick.
Never heard of him.
Oh. Okay.
So, who is William Willowick?
He's basically the world's #1 romantic poet. He's amazing. And he hasn't even seduced any of his relatives yet.
Low bar.
Plus, he's totally dishy. Check out his picture in Swoon Some Dandies.
Wow. Lock up his sisters.
He's been my 100% favourite poet ever since I heard about him this weekend.
Have you heard of Solomon Spry?
No.
I guess he's too cutting edge and hip for you.
What? Who is he?
He's just this totally, amazing folk singer, love idol prophet guy. He's just totally, You know?
Totally.
You should be a fan of his.
Wait a minute. I've never even heard him sing. And if he's so cool, how come he's never appeared in Swoon Some Dandies?
That's fair.
Swoon Some Dandies?
Swoon Some Dandies has pictures of all the hottest new stars.
It sounds dreadful.
It's the South Sea's only hourly fashion and culture magazine. The next edition should be here soon. As long as the bloody postman gets the address right this time.
The conch shell by Solomon Spry.
See ya.
Whatever.
I think you need her complaining about the post for it to spawn outside. That's why I went through the conversation tree.
Hey, this has been delivered to the wrong address. It's the tea shop girl's copy of Swoon Some Dandies. Swiped.
It's mine now.
Nancy's magazine.
I don't know if it was zoom in. Into the tavern.
Well, blow me down. Nelly Cootalot.
Captain Rehab! Barman Friday!
I choke every
Nelly,
time.
have a drink on the house.
There's a coaster on the floor. It looks like the one nailed to the mast, except it has a picture of a little tugboat.
Get off that. That coaster goes to whoever can get me a pint of the white ale.
Okay. Is there anyone in... Oh.
Now, the triumphant, hopefully, return of two of the characters Nelly knows from Spoonbeaks Ahoy, Barman Friday, and Captain Rehab, both of whose names are jokes. There's also a guy in here who, if you talk to him, makes some references, or nearly makes some references to Monkey Island, and he was based on a backer. Several backers have little cameos in the game, and they're allowed to say what they wanted to say. But I didn't want to do Monkey Island references, so Nelly doesn't let him finish his sentences and before chasing him out of the bar. Because obviously the game owes a huge debt to Monkey Island and all the LucasArts classic games, but there's lots of sort of key things that are in Monkey Island, like the Caribbean and voodoo and like kettle drum music, all of which we mostly scrupulously avoided, I think.
I think with like the atmosphere, you wanted a bit of a South Sea feel, which was very sort of distinct to a Caribbean feel that you get in Monkey Island.
I think so, although obviously it belongs clearly in the shadow of Monkey Island, inescapably, and I'm not ashamed of that.
But Nelly is more than a homage.
I don't think Nelly, some people have said Nelly is like Guybrush, but I don't think Nelly's
I don't think she's at all.
Guybrush.
I love porcelain.
I'm so excited to, when I finally get around to playing Sea of Thieves next, to explore Melee Island.
Hello? Hello?
Not so loud.
Do you have a hangover?
Ugh.
Guys, I think it's a hangover.
Oh, I can't talk until I get a drink.
Sorry, Miss Lohman. You need to sober up.
Ugh.
Have a sober Joe.
Here, drink this sober Joe. Come on, it'll perk you up.
Oh, that stuff's diabolical.
But you're sober.
All right, what do you want?
I'm investigating the Sanitania.
The what?
Captain Lear's old airship.
That old hulk. Why?
Did you break your promise to Captain Lear?
I suppose I did.
So what happened?
A lousy snake in a suit happened.
Van Zant?
Van Sant.
What did Van Zant do?
He said he'd frame me for stealing Groat's pocket watch. Said I would hang if I didn't quit as harbour master. I knew he could do it too, and I was a coward.
So you quit?
I had promised Captain Lear he'd get an exit permit, but after I left, Van Zant refused him. Van Zant wants privateers, not pleasure cruises.
I see.
Huh, I thought I'd forgotten all of that. What got you asking all these questions?
I'm trying to help Lear recover his memory. I found this picture on his ship.
We did.
That's not just a picture. It's a frame from a flicker-by reel.
Come again?
A moving picture showing the launch. Except it never did launch. That was the day I quit.
A flicker-by reel, eh?
I think
Goodbye.
that's everything.
Keep it down, will ya?
Barman Friday.
What drinks are you serving?
Anything you could wish for.
Liar! Poltroon!
That is to say, drinks are off.
Oh, blizzards and woe!
And woe and blizzards.
What's wrong with the drinks?
The cellar flooded last night. All the barrels are still there, but their labels washed right off.
Cursed be Neptune for drowning my booze.
I can't tell which one is white ale and which one is Captain Caustic's porthole cleaner.
Speaking of blizzards, because I'm a lousy degenerate who occasionally plays Overwatch still, I discovered, through clicking on everything that you could possibly click on, that there's some like written lore available now, and in-game. And okay, so this has been a bugbear for a while. In one of the early comics, Tracer was a British character. Tracer was shown, who lives in Britain, using a hob-top kettle, or stove-top kettle if you prefer. Which, like, it's fine. Most people in Britain have an electric kettle that doesn't go anywhere near the hob because it will melt. But sure, why not? Some people still have them. You can still buy them for camping purposes and things. But I draw the line at her using American English in her text messages. That is just someone not paying attention to their dang job. As a professional writer, it kind of bothers me. Anyway.
I could help sort out the cellar.
Rant over.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do this sort of thing all the time.
Well, if you can do it, you certainly make rehab happy. The trapdoor's just over there.
Can you remember anything that might help me with the barrels?
Well, the barrels down there are Dubious Green, Sour Jim's Special, Infamous Souse, Old Misogynist's Tipple, White Ale, and of course, Captain Caustic's Porthole Cleaner. Dubious Green usually ships in a trademark green cask and smells of sandals. I reckon the black barrel smells of oak, so it's sure to be Sour Jim's Special. Infamous Souse always ships in plain brown barrels. Old Misogynist's Tipple has an excellent nose with undertones of shame. And Captain Caustic's Porthole Cleaner smells minty fresh. I wrote down everything I could remember here. Good luck.
All the Tracer content I come across as fetish, so I'm not sure I can really comment. That's fair.
See you Friday. I mean, goodbye. Not see you on Friday.
Yeah, I understood, Nelly.
Obviously, despite Blizzard's best efforts, Overwatch continues to be hugely popular among the pornographic art community. Also, they notable strong woman Brigitte, they released a skin for without having muscles.
Under the label.
Like there was no, there was just like skinny sausage
Several
arms.
wet labels.
They're fixing it, but
This one's stuck to the wall.
yup. Like she wields a mace and shield in combat. Old Misogynist Tipple, I think, was the red one. It's her thing. No, Zarya's big lady. Brigitte's just, muscle waifu. guess Zarya is also muscle wiping. Exactly, is she holding all that if she has Greg's limbs? Exactly, and lest we forget, they keep slimming May down as well. This is only, like, relevant to a very small percentage of my community, I admit, but still.
The brown and yellow barrels smell kind of like minty leather.
Yeah.
Minty leather sounds like an Edwardian gentleman.
So, where did...
I say, is that old minty leather? Minty! Fancy a spot of lawn tennis before 11s?
I think this is the white ale. From memory.
That's it.
Hell yeah.
All the barrels are correctly labelled now.
Oh, stellar work, Nelly.
Bless you! Bless you! The Dreadnought coaster is all yours.
Thanks. I think I've earned this. Crappy Beermat.
Right, I don't know if I have to talk to Gusty now, but I will.
Ahoy!
Sounds like they've watched stuff I'm exposed to is in direct opposition to the changes they're making for the characters then. Oh, yeah, definitely. They're just trying to, like... I don't know. I mean, I'm in a sticky spot, because obviously, like, they keep doing awful things, and then they seem to be improving, and then they do something else awful, and it's like, please just be consistently bad or good. Don't do this. Like, I try ethical consumption, but ethical consumption under capitalism is almost impossible.
Do you like it in the house?
Oh, it is impossible.
No, it's not a bad place. If you don't mind a bit of corruption and double dealing, check out Chinatown if you want some good food.
See you around.
Aye.
Oh, actually.
Ahoy!
Is it asking this?
How did you get ashore? I washed up on Vogel Island.
Yeah, well, I'm a naturally buoyant fellow, as you can see. But my mate Lucas picked me up in his jolly boat.
So, why did you go AWOL?
Well, as it happens, I'm something of a businessman. I had a few transactions to, transact.
Care to elaborate on that?
Not really.
See you around.
Okay.
Aye.
So I won't tell me he's a smuggler. Anyway, what are these Monkey Island references? Oh, Lucas is in George, LucasArts, etc.
My name's Lucas. I'm selling this fine leather.
Hey, that's enough of that. That's it. Get out.
Oops. I didn't see what it was, chat. I'm sorry. My finger keeps twitching because I'm a bit... I'm really tired. I'm trying to keep things entertaining, but I'm pretty tired and drained. It wasn't the most relaxing weekend I've ever had after a week of not having a break. And I've got more contract work to do. I'll take this contract, please.
This shell is next to the snoring guys. And the one I found sounds like it's snoring. Time for an experiment.
Twitter feed is all muscle mommy or weight gain versions of the characters. That sounds like a good Twitter feed.
Wake up, you lousy drunks.
Nothing wrong with that Twitter feed.
Of course. These conch shells must be Strombus Walke Torque, also known as shell phones. Always a handy thing to have.
Such a good joke. I believe there was a commentary on it.
There's a conch shell there next to a couple more Kickstarter backers, and I had the idea of conch shells that work like walkie-talkies in the game for ages before I realised we could call them shell phones.
That's fair. Oh, I need to talk to Captain Rehab. Yep, shell phones. It's a good pun. I need the puzzle.
I need your help with obscure pirate jargon. What do these words mean?
Hold up, Nelly. My brain don't work like that. I can't just cast in and hook something out like a casty hook thing. I have to be in flow, telling a story like.
I know I could have done the stuff in Chinatown and come back, and it would probably save time, but...
Can you tell me a story
I'm here
using
now.
obscure pirate jargon?
Can a top net or splice in a scissor wind? Back in the 70s, I was first mate sailing from the Barbary coast up to Peru. They had beaches littered with fool's gold and grockle silver, and rubes would come from all over to dig up that worthless junk. Our ship was a Sally packet, still damp from the cheap cider that launched her.
Go on.
The captain was a queer cove. Men said he dabbled in black magic. Said his wooden leg was a hob shank, made from witch's wood. Said he carried out forbidden rituals to make himself rich.
Creepy.
For a year or two we was happy, helping folks run their wild goose chase. But the captain grew darker by degrees, never leaving his cabin full of grimoires.
And then what happened?
Well, one night we was woken by a dread howling. A hellhound loose on the ship!
Gasp!
A black dog, wild eye and foaming maw. Someone had to shoot the beast. The lookout was the only sober man, but he couldn't fire a musket. He had oak fambles, having lost his hand in a lacrosse accident.
Not lacrosse. Not lacrosse!
So?
So, it fell to me to shoot the creature, a black dog, in pitch black night. I found the musket balls and black powder, and I took my shots. Bang, bang, bang! I missed each one.
Oh!
I had no musket balls left.
Then what?
The old cook popped his glozzy out of the socket and loaded it into the musket. Bang! And the dog fell dead.
Poor thing!
Poor devil. Cookie never took that glozzy back. Called it the evil eye. We slung the hound overboard and searched for the captain. No sign in the cabin, no sign below deck. But I tell you one thing that's as true as my boots.
Yes?
That black dog had a wooden leg.
Ooh. That's enough story for now.
Okay.
Let's go do that.
See ya!
Ahoy!
Again, sorry my finger twitched and we didn't hear the last Monkey Island line from Lucas. It's as annoying for me as it was for you. It was a good yawn, to be fair.
I might know what those words mean.
There's a commentary on it as well.
Then please tell me, what is the meaning of grockle silver?
A mineral, often mistaken for silver.
Next, please define hobshank.
A wooden leg under an enchantment or curse.
And what does glozzy mean?
Again, these answers don't appear until after you've heard the entire story.
A pirate's glass eye.
Now, can you tell me what oak famble means?
As far as I can tell from my one playthrough.
A wooden replacement for a lost hand.
Finally, what does Sally packet mean?
A ship on its first voyage.
Yes, your research confirms my own in every respect. Marvellous work.
Now tell me where Morgan's encyclopedia is.
Bien sûr. I saw the thief steal the book.
Who was it? Male or female?
I couldn't tell, but it was very hairy.
Really?
It made its getaway into Calder Copse.
Where's that?
It's just behind us. There's a narrow pathway hidden behind the tavern. You'll find it if you look.
I've read the reviews for the game, so I know that most people said that the puzzles are conventional item-based puzzles. But I think we've got a few quite good puzzles that are unconventional, and I think the pirate jargon puzzle is one of them. The lexicographer is collecting words, and you have to listen to a story told, a very rambling story told by Captain Rehab, in order to be able to work out what the words mean from context. And most of the words, well, not all of the words are made-up words. Grockle silver is one of them. Grockle is an obscure word that means outsider or tourist. Oak fambles is another one, and famble meaning wooden hands, but fambles is like 17th century traveller slang for hands. So they are made-up words, but they're all sort of based on real things.
Which is a love of Alistair's. Obscure words.
I'm a word guy. I like to take old words out and shake them around.
He also likes Tom Waits.
I also like Tom Waits, who said that once.
Treehouse exterior.
I'm aware the commentary is 50% me just pointing out puns that I think people might have missed, but the place where the thief hides out It's
Call the
called
cops.
Call the Cops. Call the
Very-
Cops.
Very good. Yep.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, I saw it.
You see what I did?
I did.
It sounds like Call the Cops.
I understand. And he's a thief.
Yeah,
Cops also means
The police traditionally,
police. So
they try and catch
they do.
thieves.
So yeah.
If there were a crime, you would call the cops.
Exactly.
Oh, Hetty Lohman.
Hetty Lohman is voiced by Sam Bayard, although if you haven't sobered her up yet, then she might not be very talkative. And Sam Bayard worked with some of the other voice actors on the quintessential phase of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and does a lot of work for Big Finish, who do sort of audio book versions of Doctor Who and Blake Seven and things like that. And she's very good.
Mm-hmm.
She's nice, isn't she?
Yeah.
That's that.
This commentary is up there with the director's commentary for a horror movie called Dog Soldiers, which if you haven't watched it, it's a pretty decent low-budget werewolf movie. But the director's commentary is basically just a bunch of the main cast and the director slowly getting pissed over the course of the commentary, and it's just pure joy to listen to.
The ladder is rolled up. I can't get to it from down here.
No, I wanted to talk to Sebastian. Dark Souls commentary is the stuff of legends, but I never got around to it. That's fair. Probably the best world film there is too. Ginger Snaps is pretty good. I do like what I remember liking Ginger Snaps and Ginger Snaps Unleashed when I watched them. I don't know how well they've held up. I keep meaning to rewatch Dog Soldiers, see how well that's held up, but Angel's not a fan of horror films, so I have to watch stuff when she's not here. And I just fancied inflicting the Snyderverse on myself earlier. So.
Can you help me with something? Oi, Sebastian!
Oh, there's
Yes, Nelly?
Blood and Chocolate as well. Was
See what you can do with that rope ladder.
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's called Blood and Chocolate. It's got some sweet parkour sequences.
Good work.
And of course, American Werewolf in London. Hasn't aged very well,
Toby, wait.
but pretty enjoyable.
Of course. My old friend Trilby the cat burglar is the thief. But what would a cat want with all this junk?
And it's kind of the acting that hasn't aged very well. The special effects are still kind of cool. There was something... Yep. Gotta walk the pooch if you're still here when I get back. See you shortly. If not, have a good day. I'll be going... I have to go about 6 because we have TTRPG later. But could you pet the pooch for me, please, Tor? Please and thank you. I'd love to do it in person at some point. One day soon, maybe. But have a good walk. See you on Thursday, hopefully.
Lots of fun drawing the... I say fun. Work is another word for that. Drawing the pile of junk here. You can see Rosebud, the sled from Citizen Kane. Brackets spoilers. Sorry about that. As well as a bust of Shakespeare. But when you click on it, Nelly says she thinks it's Dan Brown.
Do we see Trilby there? Did we see him?
Briefly, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and Trilby himself, the cat, is named for the lead character in the 7 Days a Stranger by Ben Croshaw.
That we played many years ago, and we loved it, didn't we? We were really taken with it. We really loved it.
Terrific games. Yeah.
7 Days a Stranger by the Ben Yahtzee Croshaw. Wonder how many unofficial films there are on the American Wolf. A lot of, I would say a lot of them. Rosebud. Shakespeare.
This is the encyclopedia, all right. Now I just need Professor Morgan to put in a bit about how great I am.
Something about the kitchen sink. Ha ha, Elon Musk is such a genius. Ha ha ha. American Werewolf. Oops, oh no. An American Werewolf in Pontins.
Hey, check this out.
Who's that?
Oh, it's only Solomon Spry on the front cover of Swoonsome Dandies.
OMG, he's dreamy.
Oh, your G, he certainly is.
But I have to hear his music to know if he has a poetic soul. Not superficial.
Can I give you...
There's nothing for her to hear at...
Okay, I can't. That's the book.
Here's your encyclopedia.
An American Wolf in an awkward social
Well
situation.
done, Nelly.
Oof.
Thank you for restoring it to me.
Nee bother. Now, if you could see your way clear to writing about how mint I am?
Of course.
Thanks.
Okay, so I guess order of operations is probably fastest to go... Oops. Back to Solomon? An American Werewolf instant noodles. An American Werewolf snuggles. I'm going to get this achievement while I'm thinking about it.
I've got no reason to mess with that.
Yet.
This golden rapier is perfect for the bird detector.
What do you think you're doing? Those are emergency weapons. I only release them if we're under attack.
I've got...
I guess now I have to learn that he is... that he looks through it before I can replace it.
What's going down here?
This here's the quartermaster's store. Everything you need for a voyage by sea or sky. I'm also the lookout for the island.
You?
Mm-hmm. My spyglass lets me see if any armadas are poised to invade our fair isles.
Now I learn what it does. Okay.
And all's quiet.
See ya.
Oh, whoa.
I've got no reason to... About that rapier.
I told you before, I only release them if we're under attack. And right now, there's nothing on the horizon.
See ya.
Oh, whoa.
Now I can mess with it. Ha
So the
ha.
light passes through this. Whoops. You should check your telescope.
I just checked it. I see nothing but a little tug.
See ya.
Okay, so that's Tug of War, the Steam achievement got claimed. I've listened to all of Solomon Spry's song. Oh god, did I get hidden object? I did not. I guess we're going back to... Oops. Nope. Going back to the... Oh, I can't see chat. Going back to the cat burglars. Well, I have to go back down that way anyway, so before I do this, however, feedback.
It's one of a pair of shell phones.
Privateer Puddin' was out of luck, sailing on the ocean in a rubber duck.
Gonna slot this conch shell here.
So, I'm just gonna leave this shell here. Keep playing, just don't kick it or anything.
Are you bootlegging my music?
Yes.
Cool.
Speaking of music...
So something we should talk about is the music for the game.
I really like the music. It's by Nicholas Sedaris. He wrote the score, the original soundtrack. the composer of The Simpsons said always score the drama and not the comedy, or the plot. So Nelly's a very funny, silly game. I hope it's a very funny game. It's definitely a very silly game. But the music is usually scoring the plot. So whether that's sort of adventure or romanticism or drama or whatever it is, the music avoids sort of wah 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 underscoring the bits that are supposed to be funny. The music is always straight, and I think that makes it more funny.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Please get me out of here. I think I need to talk to the Harbour Master to learn about Moses Melly playing the Game of the Sea.
I challenge you to the great game of the sea.
Do you know how to play?
No.
I'm a busy man. Talk to Moses Melly, quartermaster. If you beat him, I might do you the honor of thrashing you.
See ya. Don't fall off and crack your face open or anything.
Before he returned, Snow went outside, saw other people, and declared it wasn't worth it. I mean, really, Snowy has the right of it. Let's deal with this right now. This is an achievement as well to beat him first time round. So I will make a safety save. I don't know how you delete saves. The most gentlest of horses.
Will you teach me the great game of the sea?
Depends. Are you willing to commit body and soul to an ancient and profound game?
Yeah, defo.
Very well. Let us play.
Okay, I have to do this first try. This is. I mean, they're all kind of a lot of them are missable.
This looks easy. I'd better not.
Oh, right. It's all on the line, chat. I'm just going to go for the biggest things. I hate that noise so much. And by all, I mean a Steam achievement that no one really cares about, but I want to get it anyway. You can do it, Moses, I believe. Okay. For all of the beans. Fuck yes.
Well done, miss. You're not as dim as you look.
Thanks.
Now I'm ready to play Van Zandt.
Oh, no one's ever beaten Van Zandt.
Great game of the sea. Trounce Moses Melly first time around. Right, that's dealt with. I know I need to give him the Dreadnought and stuff, but I need to go back to the harbour anyway, so I'm just going to deal with that all then. This is not the most time-efficient way of doing it, but it's probably the most entertaining to watch.
Looks like this thief stole everything.
By not being in the same place.
I can't take the treasures.
Constantly.
They belong to whoever stole them. Hey, it's not my job to take it out. Some well ugly cup. Ah, the pianola. For people who like pianos, but not that much.
Pianola?
I can't take the treasures. They belong... Is that supposed to be Dan Brown? A handful of early Modiglianis and El Grecos. I bet they're worth a truckload of goats. Nah, it's too late to reclaim my youthful innocence now. I'm just gonna get fat and mess around with snow globes.
There's the Citizen Kane reference. I guess I'll click on everything.
I'm not hungry. I better not touch it. DNA evidence, etc.
I've clicked on everything in the hoard. Sled, paintings, bust, board, kitchen sink, pianola, grail.
I can't take the treasures. They belong to who...
Okay. There's an achievement in this?
Is that supposed to be Dan Brown? Looks like this thief stole everything.
Huh. Well, that's annoying. Look at every item in the cat burglar's hoard. I don't know, I backed away to click out.
I can't. They belong to.
Gonna
They belong.
spam click everywhere.
They belong. For people who. They belong.
Oh, this is annoying. I'm just seeing if there's anything I missed. I mean, this tells you where I can.
They belong.
Where I can click. And I've clicked on everything. Although it now looks like Nelly's part of the horde, so there's that, I suppose. I guess that achievement's bugged. Let's see if there's a thing. A discussion about it. Discussions. Mostly because I don't want to have to do it again. Sorry, I'm aware that it's kind of just really awkward. Because I have to click out so the music mutes because the game stops working properly. Pauses, I guess. Ah, oh, dang it. Okay, well that's a third playthrough for me to look forward to off stream. You have to examine the encyclopedia before you pick it up. It's part of the horde. However, amputation.
So Nelly is either about to or has just played Amputation, which is similar to, but I think legally quite distinct from a popular kids game based around medical operations.
Which is weird if you think about it for a kids game, isn't it?
It is a weird subject for a kids game.
Yeah, it's not really appropriate.
It's very inappropriate. I mean, in general, they don't have to take whole organs out.
No, but what if they missed and it just beeped at them?
It's your nose that lights up when you're like, ah! Take his nose out. What would a nose amputation be called?
Or something.
Rhinectomy. It'd be called a rhinectomy, I think.
Yeah.
Rhinoctomy.
Something like that. Rhine being nose. Oh, actually, the next one is... Oh, it's just junk shop stuff. Okay. Where was my... Okay, so I can skip the intro. I just have to redo most of the game from Vogel Beach. Cool. Incredibly annoying that happened. I can do... Yeah, I guess this way. We'll put the conch shell back down when I go to the harbour next.
I can't do that.
Oh, next achievement to look out for. Sorry, please bear with me. Okay.
Lady Cheng's junk shop. And it's in a Chinese junk. Very clever. That's the entrance to the junk shop.
It is, and I remember how to solve this puzzle.
Oh, the door's locked. I can't get in. Can you help me with something? Hey, Sebastian. Can you squeeze in there and wake her up?
We shall see. Wake up, old woman.
Make a cuckoo noise.
Oh no, Tom
No,
Baker.
it's undignified.
Oh no.
Do it.
Cuckoo, cuckoo.
Good morning. Welcome to Lady Chang's Antique Emporium.
I need this.
Mama fish cakes non-specific. I'll take this, please.
Good choice.
Wake up, old woman. Oops. Nope.
Bye.
Take your time. Look around.
Lohman said Leah's picture came from a flickerby. Maybe I can match it to one of these reels. Aha! This one has the same reference number. Let's try slotting this into the machine.
You don't actually have to talk to Madam Chang.
I love movies. What are we watching?
Just, wake her up.
I don't know.
That was rubbish. Want to buy it?
So the name of the ship isn't the Sanitania at all. It's the Santiana. Santiana.
I applaud Madam Chang's hustle.
I absolutely love how you have to use Sebastian here. Just the way he sticks his head through, I think it's just so cute. I'm also an archivist in training and a film archivist by experience. So, I don't know, I get really excited if I was to ever see, say, like a pile of film cans in an old antique shop. So I particularly like this location because of the link to old film. And of course, junk shop, the joke there, the junk. It is a junk and it is a shop, and it's therefore a junk shop.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
That's another bit of wordplay there.
Yep, this is junk
another
food because,
more wordplay.
again, it's on a junk. Yeah.
It's the same joke twice.
Yeah. But again, it's quite specific. I'm not sure how many people know that Chinese flat-bottom boats are called junks.
No, that is in the game, because when you look at both of them, whichever one you look at second, Nelly complains about the fact that it's same joke twice. And then Sebastian says, forget it, it's Chinatown. Another reference!
What a good reference. Oh man, I really need to rewatch Chinatown. I think Byron and I watched Chinatown together way back when.
The Sanitania/Santiana subplot is one of my favourite bits in the game, I think, because, well, they're airships, so it's a bit steampunk, so it's visually quite different from the conventional pirate thing, and I like the investigation into Lear's past puzzles, and I like the twist on the name, that you think the ship is called the Sanitania, which is what everyone calls it, but it's actually called the Santiana, which is probably inspired by the Brotodo Brodoto bit in Amelie.
And also the sea shanty, the Santiana.
Oh yes, Santiana gained the day.
Oh, Santiana!
Santiana gained the day.
That's enough of that.
Quick, someone check I'm not going to get DMCA struck for that. Where's the other sign then?
Ah! You call yourself aromatic sauce?
That calls itself a romantic sauce. Okay, right, well, I can't find the,
what do you want?
Sign.
That's a very nice copper gong.
I strike it whenever I'm about to throttle an annoying person. Would you like a demonstration? Cool it, Fats. Have a sniff of your startled muskrat candle. Oh, that should calm him down, miss. Like all great chefs, he's prone to mood swings. Welcome to Fats Junk Food.
I'm leaving.
Come back soon.
And talk to Confusion about the candle.
So what's with the candle?
That is a startled muskrat scent aromatherapy candle.
Blech.
It's not blur, it's one of the mystical I Ching candles.
I Ching candles.
Yes, a startled muskrat scent soothes and calms his rages.
I might get some for when the red mist descends on me.
Oh, no, the effects vary from person to person based on star sign. Here, take this handy promotional chart.
Much obliged, Confusion.
Where can I get other I Ching candles?
Well, I normally get them from Bosun Nethers, the smuggler.
Nethers? A smuggler?
Yes, but he hasn't made his latest delivery. I wonder if something went wrong.
Aren't you psychic?
I sense that something went wrong.
Bye.
I
See you again.
literally cannot argue with that. Okay. I need the sign.
The gangplank leads up to the restaurant. The gangplank leads up to the restaurant.
Where is the... So, that just says...
The paper lanterns make the place look very cheerful.
So the comment about using the same joke twice is an achievement. I just don't know where the context... You know what? What's this? Context area is to click to get the joke.
A large copper gong. That looks useful.
Does it? Does it really? It's the candle.
That leads back down to the shore.
Just wasting time trying to find this dang Steam achievement. Yeah, there isn't one for
The gangplank leads up to the restaurant.
Junk food? Oh, maybe it's because I don't know that it's junk food. Oh no, he called it junk food, right? Hang on.
He has the noble, sweaty face of a chef.
Yeah, I'll try talking to Sebastian.
Welcome to Fats Junk Food.
Hello.
Greetings, I am the proprietor. Will you be dining with us today?
What do you recommend? I like the look of the dim sum, but there better not be any ducks in there.
The dim sum is excellent, reasonably priced and duck-free.
Perhaps later.
Okay. So
I'm leaving.
Come back soon.
anything new to interact with? To be like, hey, this is a junk joke.
Good old Sebastian. Good old Sebastian.
Steam, help me. Uh... I thought I saw something about this. So the official response from Alistair Beckett King himself on Steam is just right-click, examine both the junk shop and junk food restaurant.
Good old Sebastian.
Ah.
It looks like he's trying to divine the future with that pendulum. That leads back down to the shore.
I know it do. I know it does. There's just nothing to click on to be like, hey, this is a junk food restaurant. What a joke.
The gang. Fat, it's in a Chinese junk. I get it.
Wait a minute. That's the exact same junk pun twice in one location.
Calm down, Nelly.
No, it's lazy, shoddy writing. I'm not going to stand for this. It's treating people like idiots who want the same old repetitive rubbish.
Forget it, Nelly. It's Chinatown.
Junkie. Well, where was that? Because I've clicked on the plank before.
Lady Cheng's junk shop. And it's in a Chinese... The gangplank leads up to the restaurant. The gang...
I was trying to get it to happen again.
And it's in a Chinese... The gangplank lead...
Anyway.
It's in a Chinese junk. I get it. The gangplank leads up to the restaurant.
I guess she doesn't say it every time, and that's the problem I was having. Okay, so I need to drop that in front of Solomon's Spry. I need candles. There's a candle-based achievement. Which is the thing I just said. I appreciate. Nope. Where is it? Speak to How Fat when his mood has been changed to anything other than angry, calm, or generous. So we know he's a penguin. Let's go with Greater Wisdom, which is a dandelion dew.
Ahoy!
I hear you're a smuggler.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say smuggler exactly. No, I merely help folk get hold of certain items, what they desire.
By smuggling.
Well, through the medium of smuggling, yes.
Can you get me some I Ching candles?
Why, that's the very thing I come here with. I got orders to fill all over the island. Unfortunately, Van Zant's got 'em.
What?
Yeah, he caught us coming ashore and impounded them all as contraband. Says I've got to pay customs duty to get 'em back. And me with my pockets empty as a Temperance League social club.
Outrageous.
He's probably counted his gold as we speak.
What if I get Van Zant to release the candles?
Well, then you can have anyone you wanted. But you won't find it easy. Van Zant, he only listens when money talks.
I'll see what I can do. See you around.
Aye, aye.
I'm just going to try something in the Horde.
Looks like this thief stole everything. I can't take the treasures. They belong to whoever stole them.
Mostly just click on everything again.
Some well ugly cup. Looks like this thief stole everything.
I'm right-clicking to see if there's something different.
Look at all the glistening, glittering, golden treasures. Some well ugly cup. Ah, the pianola. For people who like pianos, but not that much. This priceless antique cat litter must be very valuable. On second thoughts, I think it's just normal cat litter.
There it is. Okay, so right-click is examine, left-click is, I guess, pick up, but...
A handful of early Modiglianis and El Grecos.
The cat litter has two
truckload
things.
of goats.
the cat litter has two responses depending if you right click or left click. Achievement unlocked. We're moving on. Where was I going? I need to go back to the guy. I might as well do that after Whiskey Jack. Because then I need to swap the candle. But I just go to Van Zant's to do that, so yeah. And while I'm here, I may as well do the thing. Here's your mama fish cakes, Whiskey Jack.
Look out above!
Mama fish cakes.
Can you fix the airship's engines now?
In 2 metric jiffies.
Jiffy is a measurement of time, chat.
Job's done. She's ready to fly.
Thanks for your help.
This is Whiskey Jack. He's voiced by comedian and my friend Tom Ward. That suggests 2 people. It's one person. He's multi-talented. He's comedian and voice-over artist, and I think he can sing as well, can't he?
And amazing hair.
He has got really good hair as
well.
well.
Good hair there.
He's got it all going for him, Tom Ward. So this is him doing Whiskey Jack, and so this is one of those puzzles in games that you put in and then you think, actually is getting a character who's clearly an alcoholic some whiskey for him to drink while he's at work in an industrial area a good idea. But by the time you have that thought, you've already released the game, and so maybe it wasn't a great idea. But, you know, we're all learning.
Oh, and I get to kick something.
The door. You get to kick the door. So the Captain Lear puzzle, and then I should wrap up because I have to have dinner ready as early as possible so that we can start our TTRPG session as early as possible.
Okay, here's a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a ship's captain called Lear.
Story time. Yes, yes, yes. Excellent vestibule.
Tubes.
He was going on a voyage.
Tubes.
And Lear was going on a voyage to Grockle Island and back.
Grockle Island. Yes, that's where I was going. But why would he go? Isn't he happy at home?
He was voyaging because he was captaining a luxury cruise.
That's right. Step aboard, kings, princes, captains of industry. Join me for the voyage of a lifetime. But someone breaks a promise to Lear, yes? They betray him.
What? Oh yes, a promise.
So Grockle Island would be Tourist Island, I guess.
They promised to give Lear an exit permit.
Yes. Loman told me we could leave harbour. Then everything changed.
And the Fire Nation attacked.
And the skyship's name. What was her name?
Her name was the Santiana. Not the Sanitania, the Santiana.
Yes. Yes. I'm Captain Lear of the Santiana.
Of course you are.
What the hell are you doing on my bridge?
Hey, I just restored your memory.
You did? Oh yes, of course. I'm very grateful, my dear. When Van Zant scuppered my dream of flying away from this dump, I'm sorry to say it drove me to madness.
He's the one who should be sorry. Why don't you teach Van Zant a lesson?
How?
Well, off the top of my head, you could chase down the evil Baron Whitebeard with me.
I am at your service, miss. But without exit papers, Van Zant's cannons will tear us asunder.
Let me worry about the paperwork. You reacquaint yourself with the big wheel.
Aye, aye, Miss...
Captain Nelly Cootalot.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Is the ship ready to fly?
The readouts are good for the pumps and bellows. Pressure at 0.25 atmospheres. Propellers, functional. She's ready to fly.
Love me some functional propellers.
Bye.
Okay, so... I'm sorry, chat. I have to head off now. I hope you've enjoyed the developer's commentary. Obviously, we're probably like 2/3 of the way through the game, but I have to go and sort out some food, as I've mentioned a couple of times. So, in theory, I'll be back on Thursday with the last of Nelly Cootalot, the Fowl Fleet, developer commentary mode. And then I will, in-game commentary mode. And then, as I say, we'll be back with Breath of the Wild until Alan Wake 2 comes out in October. That comes out on the 27th. It's been delayed. So Spooky Games Month will actually take place largely in November, because I've got Alan Wake 2, I've got Janitor Bleeds, and I've got Security Booth Director's Cut to play through. And then Soul Reaver 2. And then we'll go back to Breath of the Wild for, I guess, until the new year. Oh, God. It's absurdly long game. Obviously, all of this is subject to change, but Janitor Bleeds and Security Booth are short games, so they shouldn't take too long. Have a good evening, everyone. Hopefully, I will see you on Thursday for the second and only other stream of this week. I have a lot of writing to do. I'm going to see how I feel on Thursday about whether or not I'll be streaming next week. Angel and I are away the 1st to the 8th of September anyway, so that week there will be no streams, but it's also a week out of writing, and I have contracts in for the end of September. So we'll see how confident I am in my ability to deliver on that, and that will determine whether or not I stream next week. But until next time, please do stay safe, please do stay healthy, please do stay wholesome, and I'll see you around YouTube.